everybody, happy late Tuesday. This could potentially be a Wednesday word, but we are filming it as a Tuesday tidbit.
That's right.
On this very fallish Tuesday. The weather has turned, and a few other things have turned here in the Central Oregon area. We've been talking a lot about a residential market. That is primarily where most of our business is done. But we dabble and we keep our fingers on the pulse of other markets here in Central Oregon.
Yeah.
And as we've spoken about in previous videos and newsletters, our luxury and commercial markets have been holding tremendously strong as our more median sales price range, that $500 to $1 million price point, has really struggled here in the past couple months as the interest rate market has been rising. But it is historical that the commercial market at least follows the residential market, and that has started to happen. We've been talking to folks that are in the industry that are designated or specific commercial brokers, as well as talking to many of our peers who do a lot of their business in the luxury residential side of things. So we're talking Westgate, Tree Farm, Tethero. A lot of those homes are sitting where they would have sold in a day or two just 3-4 months ago. It's now there's quite a few still listed up there that haven't moved. So we're seeing those luxury markets and that commercial market starting to follow suit, and interest rates or maybe other factors are starting to impact those as well.
Yeah. So instead of a trickle down, we're really seeing a trickle up.
Yeah.
Essentially. So we've seen the purchasing power of buyers be pinched in a real extreme way in the market that Matt alluded to, that $500 to $1,000 to $1 million market. Well, what used to be comfortable when rates crept into, call it maybe the high fives, low sixes. Comfortable is the wrong word. Well, it was still palatable and doable for higher income earners that were looking at these $1.5, $2.5, and higher $1 million guys, is now becoming a challenge because rates are above 7. And the same is true with commercial rates. Following that, commercial rates are done a little differently than residential rates. But still, you're looking at a rate climate that is now prohibitive, even for the luxury markets and for investors and owner users in the commercial market. And so what we think we're going to see, at least in the short term, is contraction even in the sales prices up at the higher end. Mm-hmm. But cash is still and always will be king, Matt. And no more so now than in this interest rate climate.
Yeah, this climate could present some very good opportunities for folks who are holding on to some cash and have been waiting for the right opportunity. Again, we're thinking this 18 to 24 month window. Now, we have heard some economic experts say that rates may come down even the latter part of this year or the end of this year, 2022. That obviously remains to be seen, and it depends on some other factors. But there's a window of opportunity for folks with big down payments or cash out there. We think there's going to be some good deals to be had. And then, we do see where there's going to be another window where rates are going to drop back down, and that's going to be a really good time for people to jump into our market because we don't know how long that's going to last, and we could see rates shoot up after that. So it's going to be an interesting ride here for the next few years in Central Oregon, and it'll be fun to be right in the middle of it.
I think you're right. There's always, what though? This is what I know. You and I believe this. There are always deals to be had and to be found. There's less of them for certain buyers, but there's always deals to be found. There's creative ways of making deals. There's seller carry options. There's rate buy downs. There's lots of tools that we still have to help fit the right person to the right deal. It's just a little bit more challenging. It takes a little more time to think through, and we're up for the challenge.
That's right. There's opportunities in any market, and we're here to help you find them. So you can find us on buysellben.com. A little short Tuesday tidbit for you today. We'll see you next week. Thanks.
See ya.
Hey, thanks so much for watching today's video. If you haven't already, make sure to follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Our handles are shown here on the screen, and you can always find our contact information or more about us on www.buysellben.com. Thanks.